Umbrella Corporation is up to no good again, and it is up to everyone's favorite Raccoon City police officer, Leon Kennedy, to investigate and stop another T-virus from spreading and causing worldwide panic. Seriously, how does Umbrella Corp or whoever is pulling the strings keep sprouting up time and again? You would think they would have been crushed by now, but then again, we wouldn't be able to get any more RE games, so we'll just let that one slide for now. This is Resident Evil Requiem, which as of this recording just released for the PC, Switch 2, Xbox, and the PlayStation 5, which is the version you're watching now. In fact, this is being played on my latest wallet-popping purchase, a PlayStation 5 Pro. Hopefully I'll be reviewing that console soon in hopes of getting the most out of it, so please subscribe. Anyways, although Leon Kennedy is the character you'll recognize if you played any of the other games, you will first be playing as FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft, who is sent to investigate some recent mysterious deaths that are connected to the now infamous Raccoon City incident. By pure coincidence, your first stop is the same place your mother died in. And for anyone wondering, I won't go too much into the plot for this review.
Shit.
When going through Grace's segments, you'll notice she plays exactly like the other modern releases of the Resident Evil games like Resident Evil 7. By default, you play her from the first person, although you can change it to a third person perspective. The game does recommend you stay in first person, as they say it adds to the horror element, in which I am inclined to agree. This is a horror game after all, but honestly after about an hour or two of playing, the scary setting started to, well, not be so scary. Like, I'm a little pussy when it comes to these spooky games, so for me to play this game pretty much on launch was something out of the ordinary for me.
I just need to find my...
After a spooky introduction, Grace is then kidnapped by someone who needs to get their teeth looked at, and you then take control of Leon for a short time. The game has you play as both Grace and Leon throughout the campaign, switching between the two. Where Grace plays like the horror-focused RE games, Leon plays like he always has since Resident Evil 4. That is to say, he is much more action-focused than Grace. A good balance that helped keep my attention all throughout the game. When Grace wakes up from her kidnapping, she is placed into a hospital/insane asylum, which is where the work for the new infection is happening, and where a good chunk of the game takes place as well. Obviously, your new task is to get the hell out of there, as you meet some wonderful people that all want to get to know you on a deeper level. One thing I never understood about any of these RE games, especially with the tech we have nowadays, is that how the fuck are you going to tell me these people would go like 3 miles an hour when absolute damnation is right behind them? I understand that adds to the horror element, but like, come on, man. My dumbass can run 10 times faster than these people. You'll be solving puzzles, none of which were too difficult, all the while scavenging for ammo, upgrades, and crafting materials. The crafting system in the game is pretty straightforward, although you need a steady supply of zombie blood, which you suck up with this collector thing. Blood is either scattered around the map or is dropped from the zombies you kill. You then combine the blood with various items such as scrap metal. This can give you ammo, strangely enough. Won't ask how that works, but as long as you scavenge around constantly and don't get hit by zombies too much, you should be able to get through this game easily. If you're like me and want to avoid each zombie as much as possible, some of the zombies are puzzles in of themselves, as they still do the things they did when they were alive. For instance, the maid will be cleaning up messes, and there's a dude who will freak out when the lights are turned on and go straight for that switch. I found these mechanics to be cool and useful when first starting the game out, but after I had a good amount of supplies, I just killed every zombie I saw, as they do not spawn back after they are killed. And at one point, Leon gets into the hospital and just clears the place. New zombie types are thrown at the player constantly. I especially hate how zombies that you have killed can come back to life and hit faster and harder. Those guys are always a pain in the ass, even though well-placed shotgun blasts won't easily take them down. But Leon Kennedy always finds a way. The in-game map makes scavenging 10 times easier, for as you explore the hospital, it will mark items you left or didn't see on the map, so you can go back and loot it later. A nice thing to have in a zombie apocalypse. Honestly, would kill for something like that right now. I can't find my goddamn wallet anywhere. The gunplay for Grace and Leon feel fantastic. While they both sway slightly while aiming, I always felt that when I missed a shot it was 100% my fault. As it seems, these stupid zombies twitch every time I pull the trigger. Thanks Capcom, I really appreciate that feature. If you are playing with a PS5 controller, this game does support the adaptive triggers. When pulling the trigger, there is a little bit of tension, but not a lot. This game doesn't give your fingers a workout, unlike in other shooters. Even after a long play session like I did, the trigger implementation just felt right. As a side note, if you haven't used a PlayStation 5 controller, I highly recommend it. This thing is fucking amazing. The animations of both the characters and the zombies are excellent, whether in first or third person, they all have this flow with them. I especially enjoy it when Leon roundhouse kicks the zombies. It's the kind of move where you just watch it and you go like, God damn, dude, turn it off, dude. Whatever turned you on, turn it off.
Is it something to do with you?
Yeah, he's the one affected for all the excitement.
Of course, the game looks fantastic. The models, textures, lighting, even the hair on the characters looks pretty damn good. This is one of the games that squeezes the most out of your console's graphical capabilities. I would also imagine it being a perfect fit to test out your PC rig. I am playing on a PS5 Pro, so I think this is the highest standard for this game on consoles, which it better be for the price I paid for it. As with the other entries, the ambience and sounds of the zombies are top-notch. No matter where you are in the hospital, the game makes sure you know something around the corner is trying to kill you, so you best come prepared. That and the sound works well for the occasional jump scare.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you'll want a good sound system for this. Apart from these people walking at a snail's pace, which might as well be a feature for this series, I really don't have any complaints about Resident Evil Requiem. It looks good, sounds good, plays well, and I only got stuck on one part, but that was because I misplaced an item that I needed to unlock a door. So apart from that, this is a fantastic entry. To really showcase how good this game is, I'll tell you that I started playing this game on launch day around 11 in the morning, and then I looked back at the clock and it was 7 p.m. And the only reason I looked back at the clock was because my console told me my controller's batteries were low. I haven't done something like that in a minute. So if that does not say how good the game is, I don't know what will. Once you beat the game, which took me about 8 hours, you unlock a harder difficulty and earn credits that can then be spent on weapons and upgrades to make your second playthrough much easier. This is a single player only game after all, although I think I've had my fill of Resident Evil for a month or two. I know I said I won't go too much into the plot, but I will say the story is just ridiculous, man. I don't know how some people could take this plot seriously. As the American in me knows that the minute an FBI agent would call out and say, hey, there's an actual zombie infestation, that entire city would get nuked. I understand that's what they did to Raccoon City in the past games, but they would at least do it like 7 times over with like nukes and a pinch of napalm for good measure. Perhaps the ridiculousness is part of Resident Evil's charm, which it is for me, as I now want to play the other recent entries in the series, as I haven't played any of these games since Resident Evil 5.
Sorry, but I'm not on the menu.
So yes, Resident Evil Requiem is as good as everyone's saying it is. It looks fantastic, scary at times, plays well, and is just honestly a ton of fun. I'm very pleased with my purchase, as this was the game to make me pull the trigger on a PlayStation 5 Pro. And from now on, I will be eagerly awaiting news on anything Resident Evil related, and perhaps we'll be playing and reviewing other entries in the series soon. So I'll see you guys next time, and anyone that's not subscribed.